I'm sorry, but the American dream never existed. Like,
Hi, I'm here for the American dream. Oh, great. Go ahead and line up right over there. Awesome, thanks. Hi, one American dream, please. Well, first you'll need a $40,000 college degree. Oh, I came to this country with only $5 in my pocket. No problem. Take this $40,000 debt and head to the next station. Awesome, thank you. Hi, American, now that you have a college degree, you'll need a car to get to your job. Oh, okay. That'll be $20,000. I don't take this debt and head over there. Next.
This is America. This is America. This is America. America. This is America.
This is Africa, and we have America. A lot of people, more so here in Kenya, they are running away to go and find the American dream. As we see on the media, televisions, and we read, we are being told that America is full of honey and milk, that America is greener, greenest. Black people from black countries like Caribbeans, Africa, Latinos, all of them, they are looking for these greener pastures. The narrative of American dream has been for so long. We are learning in the books, we are watching in the medias, we are watching in social medias. We have stereotypes that America is America. When you hear the name America, you hear the greatness. When you hear the name America, you think of something sweet, economically empowered. American dream was all about equality, economically fit, freedom, and everything. Now, in today's video, we are going to react on these white Americans complaining about or saying that American dream is no more. Now, why is American dream no more? It's because of how economy is. It's because of how economy has fallen. That is why they are claiming American dream is no more. Now, a lot of my African brothers and sisters are in the United States of America, and even right now as I'm speaking, some of them are looking for passports, visas, and even a green card so that they can run away from the country of Africa and go to America. Donald Trump came to power. He is now the president of the United States of America, and he has said that he gonna make America great again, MAGA. Now, do you believe that? I want us to watch these videos where these Americans are complaining about American dream, and then we'll come back and react.
I'm sorry, but the American dream never existed. Like, what? Your dream is to work until you are 65 and decrepit and not be able to make ends meet the entire time? Like, I'm sorry, but that just does not sound remotely appealing to me. It's not even about the dream anymore. Like, people are literally just trying to afford living in America. And here's the thing. If you are working for America, you will never be able to live your dream life in America. Like, and I know that most of you have probably already scrolled by now because you don't think it's possible to live in America without working for America. I was a server at the beginning of 2023. I quit my serving job. I started affiliate and digital marketing in April of 2023 and have now made almost $300,000 working online, and none of that came from my serving job. So if you are genuinely interested in working for yourself, starting an online business, check out the roadmap. It's at the top of my page. It literally shows you everything that you need to know to make money online, to start digital marketing. But I promise your dreams are so much more achievable than you think they are, but you're probably not going to reach very many of them by living that American dream life.
I want to respond to this comment. The new American dream is to leave. I 1000% agree with this because I moved from California to Dubai. Best decision I've made because the American dream that we were taught as kids does not exist anymore. So for example, we were told to go to school, get a degree, buy a house. How are we going to do that today? I'm from San Francisco, and the average house in San Francisco right now is $1.2 million. Who the F can afford a $1.2 million house? And again, this is not even a beautiful house. There's going to be homeless people probably right in front of your house. People are going to be breaking into your car. It's so dirty. It's so disgusting. It's not safe. Like, who wants to live like that? I'm sorry. I have to leave, and I'm glad I did.
Can somebody explain to me in crayon eating terms why I make over 3 times the federal minimum wage and I cannot afford to live?
I know he kind of answered the question himself in his own video, but I want to highlight one thing he briefly mentioned and talk about it, which is that the American dream is dead. Yes, the traditional American dream, which is like doing better than your parents and being able to provide a lot for your family, is dead, or at least it's changed. Because there are many of us that are well aware that we will never be able to make as much money as our parents did. And I think my mother, who is a boomer and benefited directly from the system in place, said it best when she once said, roughly, that the American dream has changed. It's become very apparent to everyone that in this economy, Gen Z, millennials, and some Gen Xers, many of us will not be able to do better than our parents. We won't even be able to do as well as our parents. And now the American dream has become just being able to get by, being able to maybe afford a house at some point, maybe have a kid or two if we're lucky enough to make that much money. And a lot of us, myself included, who has now experienced company like financial related layoffs twice so far in the last 2 years since I've entered the job market. You know, those of us who feel like we're constantly in fight or flight about bills and how we're going to keep making it by, it's making us miserable and feel so hopeless. And yes, I could sit here all day and show you graphs of how like inflation is going up, and while wages are going up, it's just not matching inflation. So it feels like we're all just constantly working and working, and the goalpost just keeps getting moved further and further away from us. And yeah, it has a lot of us extremely stressed and worried and feel like just giving up because we're constantly running a race where the finish line is getting moved further out. And I think it's obvious that we're all just really exhausted by it now. I know I am. I'm constantly hitting a wall with all of this. And a lot of us have to wake up every day blatantly knowing we will never do as well as our parents did. And we just have to try to make it, you know, somewhat close to that. I'm sorry. My dad passed away several years ago on this date. So I'm just thinking about him, and sometimes I feel like he'd be proud of me, but sometimes I feel like he'd be very disappointed. But he was also an extremely intelligent businessman with multiple degrees, so I think he, more than anyone, would really understand what we're all feeling right now.
Why is everything so freaking expensive? What happened to the American dream? I'm in the interior design business, and I'm seriously flipping out. Today, I'm driving by a house, and, you know, I'm always checking what's on the market and whatnot. And it is in Darien, Connecticut. So, you know, Connecticut's fancy area, you know, most aspiring place to live, etc. But I gotta tell you something. It's out of control. This is a modern farmhouse, okay? Something I guess most people are still aspiring to, even though it's become a little cliche. You know, the white house with the black windows that look like it's wearing too much eyeliner. And you know, I decided, as I'm driving by this house most days, I decided today I'm gonna look it up. I see that it's for sale, and I decide to look it up. It's on a busy road. It's a sprawling house, not massive. I would say 5,000 square feet. It's on a busy road. School buses are going by all day long. Cars are going by all day long. There's no acreage. There's no vistas. There's no horses, you know, chomping their hay in the background. There's no view of the ocean. There's no, you know, silence, you know, pastoral fields awaiting you. It's pretty much a basic house. A nice house, but a basic house. I looked the house up. Guess what? $6.7 million. It's not even an acre of land. $6.7 million. I'm dying. What the hell has happened to the world?
The American dream. You get up at 5 in the morning. You rush to be out of the house at 5:30. Try to make it to work at 6. You work a 12-hour shift. In those 12 hours, you take crap from your managers and coworkers. You eat at whatever time they say that you can eat for the amount of time that you can eat. You have sick days, but if you use them, it's frowned upon. So if you want to aspire to be anything within the company, try not to use them. Then you work until you're 62 years old. You pay bills until you die, and you're expected to be grateful. Forgive me, but that it doesn't make any sense. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that I can go out to work to provide for my house. In fact, the Bible says that he who does not work should also not eat. So I'm in favor of hard work. What I'm not in favor of, though, is abuse. People putting their jobs in factories before their own health. When they don't need you anymore, you're gone. But if you want to leave, you better put in those 2 weeks. So yeah, it's a scam.
Is it true? Is the American dream gone? I just saw a statistic where 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. That was something that Dave Ramsey posted on X this week. 78% of people. And worse, or at least as bad, 1 out of 5, 1/5 of all people making over $100,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. What is wrong with this situation here? Guys, hi, my name is Tammy. I'm a single mom of 2 kids, both of which unfortunately are grown and gone. And guys, I know the struggle. I get it. Like, I'm definitely one of the 78%, you know. I've never hit the 6 figures yet, but I'm telling you, that's crazy. What is happening to our country with the economy, gas prices, grocery prices, everything's so expensive. Guys, you really have to have a second income. For those people who have not discovered the beauty of digital marketing yet, my friend, I'm here to tell you, you are missing out. Do yourself a favor. Look at some research. Look at the way it's been climbing over the last 4 years since COVID. Everything is going digital now. My friend, this is just the beginning. If you don't get in it now, you are missing a golden opportunity. The one thing that I really wanted was to be able to keep my home, because that was my kids' home. I didn't want them to leave that place. That was the only place they really had ever known. So I worked 2 and I worked 3 jobs. I stayed stressed and I stayed exhausted. And a lot of my memories, I mean, I do have good memories, but a lot of my memories of when I was raising my kids, I slept on the weekends. When I did have time off, all I did was sleep because I was so exhausted. I was so tired. And then, guys, I can't take that back. If you're tired of feeling the same way and you're ready to make a difference in your life, guys, I don't want to be that 78%. Next year, this time, I plan on thriving. I'm not going to just be surviving and getting by. And I would love for you to come along with me, my friend. In the comments, drop me if you're ready to change your life. Because you, my friend, you are priceless and you are made for a better life.
You stuck and just don't know which way to go? Has life kind of got you tore down, guys? Are you thinking maybe it's because of your job and you just need a change? If you're willing to give me 2 hours a day, just 2 hours, stop that Netflix show and give me 2 hours, I can show you a dream job. Guys, my name's Rachel. I'm 47 years old and I am a factory worker at corporate America. But recently I discovered an online digital blueprint that is teaching me the skills to build my own online business and to master my own online business. I'm also learning how to use social media to attract my perfect customer. So guys, if you want to get rid of that 9 to 5 and stop trading time for money, if you guys are tired of trading time for dollars, comment ready and I can show you a new way.
We moved to England because my baby and I missed a mass shooting by 5 minutes. It was almost exactly a year ago. I was taking him into Manhattan. We lived in Brooklyn at the time. And we got on the train and it stalled and the conductor came on and turned out some guy got on the train ahead and started raining bullets down and shot 30 people. Miraculously, nobody died. And if we'd been on time, I would have been on that train with my infant. And I know it's special. Americans deal with this all the time, every day, to like horrific ends. But I came home that day and I looked at my husband and I said, you have British citizenship and I think it's time to leave. Now, I learned when I was 12 that, you know, when Columbine happened, that someone might want to come into my school and shoot me, and I've known that every day since. But truly, my American dream is for my kid to not have to know that. I mean, we've left behind our families for this. We're incredibly privileged that we're able to take this leap, but I just want to say that, like, leaving America is not for romance. It's for survival.
The American Dream Mall has been absolute disaster. Who would have thought opening a giant mall as people continue to stop going to malls would have been a bad idea? Now, things somehow got worse as their losses quadrupled in 2022, losing a casual $245 million. At the same time, the mega mall's expenses nearly doubled to $428 million. It is tough to make money these days, considering the price of fucking milk, alright? So for a mall, it's gotta be even worse for anyone to try to make any kind of money. So revenue last year actually only grew 6% to $183 million on the year. Now, 555, the owners of the mall, still reportedly owns its lenders a wild $1.7 billion in construction financing loans. This was bound to fail, man, and I get it. People want to make money and do all these extravagant things. Cool. I'm not going to hate the game, okay? You got to do what you got to do to make money. But the fact that they all got together and thought, why don't we just build a giant mall as people stop going to malls and maybe it'll work out? This just seems like no one actually thought this plan through, especially considering all the money and amounts of time and energy they've invested to it. And they've just faced COVID pandemic. People, I think someone died at the American Dream Mall at one point. Like, things have gone just absolutely, what can go wrong will go wrong for the American Dream Mall. But once again, the fact that they're even in this position and the fact they put so much money into this idea is absurd.
This is a very exciting story because when I learned that I would be moving to America, it is like a dream come true. Like everybody want to move to America. Everybody everywhere knows that America is the land of opportunities, is the land of milk and honey. And I was in that list to just come and taste the honey and the milk. So I was so excited when they told me like, hey, you've won your green card. And, you know, just to piggyback and tell you what a green card is. So there's this lottery that is there every year that gives people a chance to come and live in America as permanent residents. And there's a lottery that goes on every year. And when you win, and when you're selected, when you're one of the winners, you get a chance, you get a visa, you come here, you get your green card, your permanent residency, and you stay in America and you achieve your American dream. And when I got selected, I was like, this is it. All my problems, everything that I've ever imagined about America, all the shows that I watched on TV, the beautiful America, the New York, all these skyscrapers, it was absolutely amazing. It was great. This is a dream come true, I thought. And, you know, I was so excited. I told my family and everybody was so excited. Because everybody knew that coming to America meant money, meant dollars, meant poverty evaporates in thin air. So it meant a lot to me. This was a dream come true. And so I got excited. I prepared myself, you know, years of waiting for this chance paid off. I prepared myself. I bought my ticket. I said goodbye to my friends and family, and here I was coming to America. It was so exciting just leaving Kenya and coming over here. And when I was in the air, I couldn't just imagine how my life would be, how my life would change. In Kenya, I was a qualified occupational therapist. I had just graduated. I had a very good job as an occupational therapist. And what I did before coming to America, I Googled how much occupational therapists really make when they come over here in America. And I was astonished. And I'm like, man, this is it. I'm gonna be rich. And I told my mama, within 1 year, I'm gonna build you a mansion. I'm gonna build you a very, very big house. I'm gonna build you the best, beautiful house that you've ever seen because I'll be rich. You know, what we do, when I saw how much occupational therapists make in a year in the United States, I converted that money into Kenya shillings. And guess what? It was millions of money. Millions. Nothing that I've ever imagined in my life. And I was like, I only need a year to just come here, work my behind off, don't take any off days, just work 24 hours, and in a year I'll have this big mansion. Right. So when I was in that flight, when I was in that airplane, I couldn't just help reminiscing how my life would be, my future, my everything. I had made it. I had made it to America, the American dream. I would taste this honey, this milk. And so touchdown to Atlanta airport. And when I got out of that airport, You know, when I got out of my plane, checked out, picked my bags, the person who was coming to get me just picked me up. And when I breathed in the Atlanta air, it was like I was being born again. I was like, this is the new life. The air smelled so fresh. The air smelled like money. The air smelled like dollars. It's like dollars were just lingering all over the place. And I was like, this is it. This is Atlanta. I made it. This is the famous city. Yes, we went home and I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't sleep just by imagining how my life would be. So I came here when it was starting to get cold, so I was a little bit cold. I had time to adjust just with the food. The food tasted so nasty. You know, my glands were not used to the taste of the food, so I had to get accustomed to everything. Get everything going, get my social security, get my green card, you know, and then start life. Get my driving license. Everything was going on as planned. And by a whole month, by 1 month, I had every little document that I needed. I had a car, I had my, you know, driving license, I had my social security, I had my green card, and now the only thing that remained is to look for a job. And remember what I studied at home. I studied to be an occupational therapist. And so here I am going to online, searching for jobs as an OT, searching for jobs, applying, you know, writing down my CV, my resume, or whatever you call it. And one day I received this gracious call from an occupational therapy company. Hey, hello. And I'm like, who is that person calling me? And, you know, I still had that, you know, hello, we are calling you because you applied for a job with us, an occupational therapy job. And I'm like, what? That was quick. I finally got a job. So I was like, when do you guys want me to start? And the caller said, there's a problem. I was like, there's a problem?
The American dream is dead. It is over.
He's spot on. I mean, for a lot of us, the best chance we have at owning a house is waiting for a family member to pass away so that we can get some inheritance to be able to afford a down payment. This is the reality that no one talks about. And I think if you're waiting for someone's death so that you can live, then that's a nightmare, not a dream.
So is it this unsafe in America that people have to put cameras all the way up there? That's a house. And they think that somebody's gonna climb up to their homes and steal something. Like, this is insane.
Welcome back. Thank you for watching the video I've showed you. It's about the American dream, and these are white people complaining about how America is, and they are questioning the American dream. I know they are living there. They know best how America is like, unlike us who are here in Africa. For example, us who are here in Kenya, in Ghana, in Nigeria. By the way, it's very true. It's evident that a lot of black people, more so from Africa, they just want to go in America. Right now, I have a lot of friends who are flocking in America or flocking in these offices just to get passports and visas to go in the United States of America. And those African diaspora who are there, you need to tell people the truth about what's happening, by the way. You need to tell your brothers and sisters who are back here, who wants to come there, that how it is being done. Because some people working for many hours, you know, so that he or she can manage the lifestyle, and not that much good lifestyle, but a life that just managing house rent and, you know, grocery, everything is up. And I was listening to the policy of Donald Trump saying that he's gonna bring down the, you know, economy will come down, So a lot of people have been complaining about the price of the grocery and everything. So let me tell you one thing. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny again, because a lot of African people, more so I'm talking about my Kenyan brothers, they know that white people cannot complain about mere things like eggs, grocery, price of milk. They can't. It's stereotype. And this stereotype is coming from the media. How the media has portrayed United States, it is showing some things that it looks like, heaven. I know we have never been in heaven, but we just think heaven to be a good place, flowers everywhere, people singing and dancing, and that's how America is portrayed. That's how we see America. So we need black people, black Americans, Africans, Afro-Caribbeans, African diaspora who are in United States to tell us the truth about how it is here in Africa. I know a lot of Africans, you cannot tell them anything. I've been preaching to my friends that, you can do better here in Kenya. I see you have sold your land, you have this kind of amount of money, you're going to start life in the United States, living with a friend for some times until you get a job. Why do you sell your land to go and have this dream that you don't know? Now, the black Americans, African diaspora, they just want to buy a land here in Africa. Whenever they get a chance, they want to buy something, have a soil. And that's the best thing they are trying to do. But us, we don't know what is over there. So we are trying so hard. We want to sell this land and go and get, that dream. And there is this saying that says that it's better the Satan you know than the angel you really don't know. So I hope this video, a lot of black people are watching. And if you know people who need to watch this video, send to them. Let them watch and see the dream. I showed you how the place I live, how it is. For example, there's a ghetto. So there is this perception that the ghetto life is not good. We are going to the United States to have this good life. And I know there is ghettos, there is hoods in the United States, and very dangerous one, where it's easy to own a gun. Everyone owns a gun, And I know very well that a lot of people here, they don't know about that. So, as I said earlier, the American dream was about to raise the economy of everyone without distinguishing or, equally. The whites, the blacks, everyone. But there is rich white people, Americans, and there is poor white Americans, and there is us, black people. So can you imagine if average black Americans are crying like this? What about the poor white Americans? Now, can you imagine if white people are crying like this and they have this white privilege? What about you? Coming all the way from Africa, you are not even black American. You are pure indigenous African from somewhere deep in Ghana. You want to make it in the United States of America. And if you go there with this mind that this place is a paradise, then you are not going to make it. But if you go there with a mind that, yes, there is opportunities, but you must go and work for it. Work for these many hours and get what you want to get and come back to the motherland and invest in the motherland. I know you fear investing in the motherland because you don't get the right people to hold you. I know. You not getting the right people, that's a bad one. You need to get the right people so that you can maybe send your money to them, tell them to look for you something. It's evident that a lot of black Americans are going through a lot of scamming from African side because they don't do their daily or their, due diligence. They don't confirm who they are dealing with. They have not come to the ground. They just get someone online. They start talking and I know trust, you need to trust someone who you talk to, but trust does not come that easily. Have some test fail, so that you can get that trust maybe. But all in all, black people, more so from Africa, you need to rethink what you are going to do in the United States of America. Think, are you going to enjoy life or you are going to take back what was taken from us? If you are going to enjoy life, then you are in the wrong country. America is not for enjoyment. America You know, this, and we were brainwashed. This narrative of if you have tall buildings, you know, infrastructure, see on television, on movies, that is what they want you to see. They want you to see the beauty of Hollywood. They want you to see the clean streets. They want you to see. They will not want you to see the negative side of United States of America. They won't. And you are buying that. That's what they are selling. Children can drive at the age of 16 and they are owning cars. You are here in Africa saying, I'm 31, I don't have a car. It's giving you pressure. Don't be pressurized, my man. Don't. The dream of America, it can be there, but again, for you to dream this dream big, you need to have a good sleep. And for you to have a good sleep, you need to eat well. And for you to eat well, you need good food. And for you to have good food, you need to have good money, efforts, hustle, so that you can get the money to buy the good food and to sleep well in a good house and to dream big. That's the American dream. Only for the rich people. Only for the rich people. I understand that we have, in a society or in a country that we are in, a country like Kenya, our leaders are the one who are making us to think of going out of these countries. Because we don't have infrastructure, you have your certificates, you don't have jobs, and the president is standing out here saying that we are looking for 200,000 jobs in Germany so that our people can go and work there. Why should we go and work there when you can create your economy well here? All you do is taking IMF, taking World Bank, and you know, we have all these debts and you are putting that debt on us and we are paying high taxes and you don't have jobs. The little job we have, you are earning little, like $100. What can $100 do? And that's why a lot of African people, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, they are running away. They are going to Dubai, going to Saudi Arabia, going to America, going to UK. They rather be fugitive, they rather be immigrants there rather than staying in this country where Bola Tinubu is the president, who does not care about the people. Doesn't care about the people. So American dream needs you to be strong. American dream needs you to be perseverance. American dream needs you to work harder. American dream needs you not to be lazy. American dream needs you to think about your motherland. Think about what you are going to invest back in your motherland, because you cannot have this dream when you are not hard worker. Yeah, that's it. It is like that. It is like that. So every Kenyan, every Ugandan, every South African, Ghanaian, Namibian who you are thinking of the American dream, the greener pasture, watch this video and make your wise decision. I'm not saying that you don't have to go there, but I've said it's a chance of 50-50 to make it too. Now, someone will ask, what do we need to do so that we can avoid it, going there so that we can make money? We need to choose leaders who are thinking about us. We need to choose leaders, not politicians. We need to make our country proud. We need to force our leaders to work for us. We need to push them, criticize them. We need to call them out. We need to make a better government so that our resources will remain our resources. Our tax will be used to build our roads. That's what we need to do. I know we'll explain more about what we need to do, but get good leader, get a better country. Tell me what you think about on the comment section about this video. Do you think the dream is still there? Until next episode, peace be with you.